And then writer and monk Thomas Merton wrote in his diary, and he's gone on to write prolifically and be quoted and so on, but while he was working in his journal before he began really writing for other people to read, he often commented that he thought he was in the wrong monastery, that somehow this wasn't the place that would really nurture what thought he was supposed to do, what his mission was in life. You know, when we left Bend and moved to the sort of Rattlesnake and Rock Ranch that I called it, one of the big things I had to sort of let go of is, gosh, will I have wasted all my education? You know, left this job and I'm going to go up there and, you know, live among rattlesnakes and whatever, and what will really come of that? And that was what our families were the most terrified of, you know, is that, oh my gosh, what have you done? And if it's a total failure and you're humiliated, well, how will you ever get another job? Because people will think your judgment's really bad. And oh, you know, of course it was really bad. I left my job and, you know, moved to Rattlesnake and Rock Ranch. But I started writing to let people know that we were still alive and we hadn't killed each other and so on. And it was out of that writing letters that one of our friends said, when we get your letters, we don't read them right away. We wait until after supper and we turn off the TV and we read them out loud because they're like a chapter in a book. And that was the first aha that, well, maybe I could do something else here. You know, maybe I could write not a how to do it book, because everything that could go wrong up there did, but how could I, but how to follow your heart, even when you can't see the end of the road. So. And, you know, that decision opened up doors that have affected my life enormously. This gentleman sitting back here, who he always gives me a hard time, but, you know, when I was the most desperate about what are we going to do, he sends me a letter and says, because he was working at Warm Springs, and he says, we need somebody to help work with this program and help set it up. And that began the next 17 years of my life. So, you know, I always say he was an answer to a prayer, but he was like, you know, he's a cynic, he doesn't believe that, but he was. You know, and that never would have happened, you know, I don't believe, unless we made that decision. So you never know what locking yourself in your room and writing the stories of your heart is really going to bring you. We just never know.